Okay, so right now I'm replacing the starter. Where's the new part? Can't be losing that too. It's in this bag right here. No, it's not. It's inside. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's inside, but it's okay. No, it's right here. Oh my god. Look, so it's the new starter and fuse. And then the old one, I don't know what's wrong with it, but I'm just gonna replace the whole thing. And then we didn't have the right sized socket because I think I'm using metric in this. But so I got the impact ones. I guess it had the right one, so I put that on there. And I've got a super small socket with the ratchet, and I just kind of use it as an extension. It was super tight on there before, but I just got it loose. I took off the stuff to the battery because it sparked and I don't want to die, so I'm gonna record again whenever I get this off. Okay, we got it off. I have to take these two off and put them back on over here. I was just gonna use the old one of these, but I guess it's not necessary. It came with new ones. So once I get these off, I'll put it on and I'll show you guys, and we'll see if it starts. So whenever it's like not tight enough where it just wiggles, it don't move, I'll just twist it with my hand like a kind of just like a screwdriver, ratcheting screwdriver, and then now that it's tight enough, I'll just ratchet it normally. There's a fuse here and a fuse on the bottom, and then right here is what plugs into it all. There's a couple of cut wires. This is all messed up, but that's a problem for another day. I'm gonna get these both tightened properly, and then I'll plug it back in and show you. Okay, so I made a mistake. This needs to be on here so it can connect to the battery. And there's also another part which I think fell on the ground. So I'm gonna get it all taken back apart and put it back together. Okay, so I got that put back on, and then I put the battery back on, and this was never plugged in right. It's like you have to push it down super far. I lost a screw and washer under here. I had to take that off, and then I dropped a little nut that's under there. And then right now I'm gonna get the key out and just see if it turns over. Okay, so this should turn on. It should show light whenever I twist this. And it doesn't. Everything's on there, right? Should be, at least. This is plugged in. Dang. I have no idea. Maybe that, you know, this is the wrong one, because ours doesn't have this rubber cover. And let me check one thing. Yeah, ours doesn't have a fuse on the bottom. It only has a fuse here, like this one. This one has a fuse there and there, and this one only has a fuse here. That's not good. Well, I'm tired. I'm gonna work on it tomorrow. That sucks. Okay, so I just took the bolts off of this one. I think I just had them on backwards, because if I put this one here with just without the bolt, just so I could like test it, I think I had it on the other way, but this way the light turns on the front of the four-wheeler. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back on this way and see if we can get it to turn over. Okay, so one thing, make sure the ignition is off whenever you put these on. They spark. I should have thought of that. Uh-oh. Still not turning over. The ignition is off, that's why. Okay, even with the ignition on, it doesn't turn over. Huh. I just heard it. It like, you wanted to. Okay, well, this thing isn't the problem then. It might be the actual starting motor. Or maybe this. Who knows, maybe. Man, that sucks. Yeah, look at that. That's the start button. I'm trying to get it to focus here. Well, it says start, but it does not do anything. Well, that kind of sucks. Well, I know it's getting electricity. Yeah, well, when we figure out the problem, I'll let you know. Okay, so right now we're removing right here is the starter or starting motor. I removed this bolt that went here, gives power to the motor, and I'm putting a, I think it's a impact, yeah, it's an impact attachment, and I just put this little wrench in there because they're in such an awkward place. I can't reach it with any socket, so I have to use an impact socket. So I'm gonna take these two bolts out right here and right here. Took that one off, and then the power. Make sure your ignition's off when you're doing this. But I'm gonna get these two out, remove the motor, and install this new one. Alright, so I have this like big Allen key with a rubber top, and I'm just gonna put it on the other side of that motor and tap it out with a hammer because it does not want to budge. So I'm gonna try and just tap it out until it comes out and put the new one on. You also have to remove these two bolts because there's two rods right there that are blocking the motor from coming out. And now that I took those out, and come around to this side and tap the motor out, finally. We also have to remove this bolt, and whoever designed this four-wheeler, I hate you. This thing is way too many steps for one thing. I have to take everything off to put this on. It's like it's designed to never be changed, which is stupid. Alright, I'm gonna take that off. Okay, so even with everything out, the starting motor hits this exhaust pipe before it can ever come out. So I'm either gonna have to remove the carburetor or the exhaust pipe. But the exhaust pipe does not come off because all these bolts are so rusted that they just don't come off. This one I know isn't supposed to come off, it's tacked on there, but the ones up here and the ones down by the muffler all don't come off. So I'm gonna have to remove the carburetor, which is stupid, and then I can take it off. So let me move everything, and oh my god, this sucks. Okay, so if you're gonna do this, remove the air box and the carburetor. It'll make your life so much easier. Here's the old one. Oh my god, bro. That was sucked. So bad. Let's put the new one in. Man, I had to take so much out. Take me. I don't like whoever designed this four-wheeler, man. Whoever did it must have been like, not that smart. Booyah. Okay, I can't get it to really go in there. Hold on. I'll start recording again in a little. Alright, the ignition's on. Lights are on, so it's getting electricity. After the new motor, new starting motor, new starter solenoid, engine start. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So it's either this, all of this, or what I think it is this. I mean, what do I know? But I don't think these wires are supposed to be cut like that. And this should, I think this is something for the lights, he said. But either way, the starting motor, all that trouble for nothing. And I did install it correctly. So if that did end up being your problem, it should help you out, but that wasn't our problem. Something else. And also, this little switch right here, you could flip it like that or something, and the pull start kicks in. Man, I just smushed my finger in there, and I just bruised and jammed the nail the other day in basketball. But besides the point. But now this should work, and it doesn't. So that's another problem. But that's a problem for future me.